Who is the shepherd? So give them a little space. What is the name that the Bible called the members? Adeleye, that was sheep. One shepherd, many sheep. And when the sheep are put together, they are called flock. So this is a sheep. This is a sheep. This is a sheep. And this is a sheep. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
And that is the shepherd. You know why they have to? Because the sheep follow the shepherd. They have to be behind him. But we are tired of the church. How can the church remain? Are you listening to me? Every Sunday we now come. After Sunday service, the usher counts attendance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next Sunday, 1. I'm to be tired. So we say we want increase. Where will the increase come from? The sheep. You know why? You know why? Shepherd don't give birth to sheep. It is sheep that give birth to sheep. If the church is not growing, it's the fault of the members. Are you following me? Don't mind me. If you ask the shepherd to give birth to sheep, how? Shepherd nurture the sheep. Feed the sheep. Read your Bible. He said, feed my flock. That is what he told us.
But when we feed you and you are fed fat, you reproduce yourself. If you don't reproduce yourself, you are wasting our food. And you know what some particularly associate leaders, I fear them. We don't know why the church is not growing. We don't know why the church is not growing. Bro, the pastor should be asking, I don't know why you are not giving birth. You accuse the person that should be accusing you. I have fed you. I have brought other people to feed you. What else do you want me to do? But the sheep are not producing. Because they are barren. Not because they are not being fed. They are barren. But I've seen what many people do in church. The sheep are telling the shepherd produce. How? I don't have the capacity to produce. Shepherd don't produce sheep. Sheep produce sheep. Or shepherd nurture sheep. If you want this church to grow, it's in your hand. I've told you I'm not going to stay long. If I close now, I've done my work. The worst thing a pastor, a shepherd can have is for a shepherd to be surrounded by people that don't want him to succeed. When a man of God is surrounded by people that don't want him to succeed, he will struggle like New Yam Festival. A yam that they want to roast on the New Year Day. You will struggle. So those of you that are leaders here, the future of this church is in your hand. Where is the future? Reproduce yourself. I I've been in this church for 1 year. After 1 year, you should have been able to give us 3 new members. Nobody rear a sheep without the intention of the chief giving birth. If the sheep does not give birth, they kill it and use it for your machoma. That is the challenge before you. One of my leaders said, Papa, we want this church to grow exponentially. Grow exponentially. Then I told him, I said, bring members exponentially. You bring members. Since you have joined this church, who has followed you? Who have you reproduced? There are people that don't reproduce. Are you listening to me? They even chase away those that are produced. You are a member of this church. You have not brought one person. You have chased 10 persons away. And they are the ones that normally criticize the church the most. They are the ones that see everything wrong with the church. You put them in leadership position, it becomes their birthright. They are the ones that see what is wrong with the pastor, what is wrong with the assistant pastor, but nothing wrong with them. They are the ones that call caucus meeting outside the main meeting. They are the ones that we have another workers meeting after our workers meeting. Terrible human being. They are with you, but they are not for you. So they will never reproduce themselves. Because they don't really want you to succeed. But you see those workers around you that want the church to succeed, they reproduce themselves. And let me tell you. There are many. How many ladies here you've put to bed? You are a woman and you are in this service, you have ever put to bed. You have a child. Raise your hand up. Don't look at me like I'm not interested in if you are. I'm not interested in if you are a virgin or not. I know you are not. I'm not trying to insult you. But you don't want to raise your hand up. Are you impressing me? Okay, no, what I'm saying is this. You have a child. Raise your hand up as a woman. Okay, we need to interpret. No, let them raise it. I want to know. What does that mean? No, as a woman, if you have had a child of your own, physical child. Oh, so you are the one confusing us, Bishop. You are not the Bishop Gitinji now. Look at it, Bishop Gitinji. Allow me to add my drama. You just relax. We are doing the work here. When the work is done, the result will come out. Am I talking to somebody? You are a woman, you've ever had a child. Even if it is one, raise your hand up. I want us to add together. You don't want me to know you have a child? Oh, this one is mama. I like this one. Okay, stand up. If you have ever had, stand up. You've had a child before as a woman, stand up. Okay, come to the altar. You've not had a child before? No, you've not had. You are a member of Gitinji that is not, I've not had. Come, those of you. I want us to preach together. You've had a child before. I want us to preach together. Are you following me? Clap for all these mothers. It's not easy to be a mother. No, don't join. You are not his members yet. I just want to ask you a question. Are you listening to me? Okay, you two have had a child. Let's just be there. I free you. When you had your baby, you were taking a cup of tea, having the baby. You were laughing and smiling. How sweet it was. What was the experience? Tell me in 30 seconds.
Very painful.
Very painful. Go and sit down. What of yours? You were traumatic. Go and sit down. What of yours?
Dramatic.
Very traumatic. Go and sit down. I want to hear the person that when she was having the baby, it was a pleasure. She was just, oh my God, I love this experience. Maybe I want to see the person.
So painful that I can't explain.
As is so painful, she cannot even explain. What of yours? This one looked like she enjoyed us.
Oh my God, I lack words. It was so painful.
So painful that she lacked the word to express it. Hey, she was a very complex. Jesus.
It was so painful and not once, twice.
Hey, she said she had had it twice and very painful.
Yeah, it was so painful.
So all of them cannot be lying. They all said it was painful to have their child. Can I tell you something? Now, Bishop Gitinji members, and I'm speaking to all of you. If you want this church to grow, it will cost you something. It costs all of you something to have your child. To have member in this church, it will be painful. That is why many people are barren in the church. We don't want to pay the price. The price that members should pay, they are pushing to the pastor. Can I tell you something? The price that pastor should pay? It is how to feed you spiritually. And the people that criticize pastor of a church, they can't pastor a church for 1 week. Give the critics this church to pastor in 1 week, the church will close in 1 hour. They don't have what it takes. Let the pastor do his work. You do your work. And there is no work that is easy. To be a pastor of a church is not easy. To be a member too is not easy. You know why you think to be a member is easy? Because you are not interested in giving birth. So, if you think coming to this church, you just come here every Sunday, you just enjoy the worship. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Bishop and Mama Sally preach powerful today. God, use them for me. Then you bring your problem, they've got to pray. If you think that is the only reason you come to church, then you are a selfish church member. Then you are the reason the church is not growing or will not grow. Those are the people that don't make church to grow. People that come to church for the pleasure and they are avoiding the pain. The two goes together. There is a pleasure of conception. There is a pain of delivery. The conception is done by the pastor. Are you listening to me? How? By giving you the seed of the word. But after you get the seed of the word, we expect you to give us the harvest of delivery. And that process of delivery is painful. Many members don't want it. Go and see churches that are growing. The members want their church to grow. What is the task before you? These are Bishop Gitinji's members. And that is why when Rachel wanted to give birth, she said, give me children. I need this. That is how you should be. No. This year, 2025, 12 people must join this church because of me. See what happened. And many of us have that kind of mentality. Some even come to the church to come and see how many people have left. Say, okay. Last Sunday we were 300. Now we are 150. Something is wrong with our church. You are the one that is disturbing the church. You are the one. Because you are barren. And you are proud to be barren. Are you listening to me? There are some people, there are some leaders that come to church. They think that what makes you a leader is the title you have. That's a lie. what makes you a leader is how fruitful you are in the church. How fruitful you are. So this Sunday, Bishop Gitinji members are 4, and there's nothing wrong. Then he came before them and began to incubate them. Do like Bishop before them. Turn, face them. These are your members. Then he began to incubate them. You don't incubate them by sleeping with them. That is Kolokolo pastor. That's not to incubate them. Spiritual incubation is by the spoken word. Because the word that we speak as seed. Just like the physical man meeting his wife released physical seed. Now this one, you are now speaking the seed. Where is the seed entering? Their hearts. You are sowing it there. Now this pastor began to sow this seed. Because the people want to be fruitful. Give me children. Now when he give them the seed, what happened? This sister take the seed and she go and deliver 3 children. So 3 people come. 3 congregation come quick. 3 person rush here. And my third brother can come now. I want to deliver 3rd child. You can come now. Quick. Be fast. This sister have received the seed. Come and join. Stay. 3 of you stay behind her. Look at the 3 seed. 3 children she birthed. This brother received that seed and he birthed 2. 2 people come quickly. 2 persons. Rush. You are Kate. Stay here. Behind him. This is the person that birthed them. Stay behind. No. This sister, even though she's tiny, she's dangerous. She gave birth to 4. 4 person come there, quick. 4. Rush. Stay behind the person that birthed you. 1, 2, stay on the same line. Yeah. You see now? This brother is not, he doesn't like too much children. He bet only 1. 1 person come. 1 person come. One person come. Bishop Gitinji is still here. It's our ship. Oga, face them. What happened? Bishop Gitinji member have increased. From 4, we now count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We now have 15 sheep instead of 4 sheep. Why? Because the first 4 sheep are fruitful. They are not seed wasters. They didn't want their pastor to labor in vain. So all the seed that their pastor is giving, speaking to them, they made use of it and bet other people. Now we have 14. Imagine by next month, all these 14 bet 2. We are talking about no, 2. 2. That's 14 times 28. 14. The 14 is still there. You bring another 28. That's 40 something. That's in another 1 month. The 42 bet 1. Let's say 1. That's 86. The 86 bet 2. In a year, this this church will be over 1,000 members. Without knocking at anybody's door. Members betting members. That is why you see many pastors are frustrated. Their members have chosen not to bet anybody. They are even telling the pastor, go and bet. Sir, church growth is not in crusade. Church growth is in membership duplication. There are so many pastors wasting money in crusade, they are frustrated. I tell my people, when we do crusade, crusade is for taking the city. Is to establish our authority and our presence in the city. But the real growth is in the sheep reproducing sheep. Give me children or I die. All of you that are leaders here, there is no church that is too small. There are only churches that are fruitless. We started with 4 members, but in a year, we can be more than 1,000. Don't be comfortable every Sunday you are coming to church and you are not seeing anybody you have brought to the church. Don't be comfortable. It shows that you are a fruitless sheep. This is a tall order. This is a tall order. I had a Zoom meeting with my leaders yesterday. Sorry, a WhatsApp conference call with my HODs, head of departments. I think about 14 of them, just head of, and I challenged them. And I said, we have to break this membership barrier. I said, we have been rotating around this member. Is that serious? When you do church, member number is an issue. I said, I'm not happy. For the past 8 months, it has been the same number. What is happening? And I told every one of them, you have no right to be an HOD. Every one of you go and work on three person. You have to duplicate yourself. If you are not bringing anybody to church, you have no right to lead anybody. Who are you leading? You want to lead the people you didn't bring. I know the people that are bringing nobody are the one that criticize everything. Because if you know the pain of childbearing, you will never criticize any child. If you know the pain of childbearing. So if you know what it costs for one person to join this church, you will never chase anybody away. So I told them, I say, I'm going to remove you. You youth leader. How many youth have you brought? In fact, I even learned some youth are leaving. What's your problem? Get out. Get out of that position. Get out. I don't want people around me that are barren and refuse to be fruitful. The future of this church is in your hands. Are you listening to me? Now, can I tell you something? Can I tell you something? Bishop, there is a man of God in Nigeria. He had a divorce. Somebody say divorce. The wife left him and said some things about him. And pastors in Lagos, that man. And I laugh. When the wife left him, you know what did happen? The leader stood with him. The members stood with him. His church multiplied. His church multiplied. He has refused to remarry. But the church grew. I told one of the pastors, I say, your members, your wife has not left you, your church is still 40. If these people want this church to grow, you will be shocked. You will be sleeping, you will see everywhere filled up. And if they don't want the church to grow, they will be wasting your seed. You will talk, 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 talk. The same number. Because they are the one that have the capacity to reproduce. Brother, if you go everywhere and say, I want 5 people to join this church through you, God will give it to you. Members don't fall from the sky. People follow people. You have a challenge before God and before your shepherd. The under shepherd you are under. You have a challenge to reproduce yourself. Yet 2025 is before you. You can give yourself a challenge. When I was growing up in Deeper Life Bible School as a young boy, young believer, they gave us a task. Produce yourself 1 person per month. And it's not going to come easy. Go and sit down. Let me give you 5 tools of reproduction in the church. If I have time, because I have 10 minutes to stop this teaching, just write it down. 5. If I have the time, I will add 2 more. If you want to give birth and reproduce members in this church, these are 5 powerful tools you must use. I have a book I wrote you and your pastor is there. In that book, I wrote 9. I can't remember them all, but I have some in my mind as I'm teaching now. The dynamics of pastors and their members. It's the second book I've ever written in my life. Is it second or third book? If you want this church to grow, it's in your hand. If you want this church to grow, it said before COVID everywhere was filled. If you want this church to be such a place that this building will be too small, that you will need to now begin to do, you will tell the people that came for first service not to wait. Because if they wait, there will be no space for people coming for second service. Until you now get more land and expand. If you want it to happen, it's possible. And it doesn't take forever. We can fill this place up to capacity. Beyond that, we'll not have place to keep them in the next 4 months. If you follow what I'm telling you. And we don't have to struggle. We don't have to stress our pastor. It's not in the place of sheep to stress. Any sheep that keeps stressing the shepherd, you know what they do? The shepherd will break the leg to slow the sheep down. Break it. At least I know about that because I'm close to nomads. They'll break the leg and start healing it small to calm down because it's stressing the shepherd. We are not in church to stress our pastor. If you know what it is to be a pastor, you will have mercy on us. You know what it is? We can't live our life because of you. There are some things he cannot do in Ruaka just because he's a pastor of this church. If he's not a pastor of this church, this fine boy, this fine boy, this one does not need to chase women. Women will chase him. Fine, tall man, presentable. Pastor Sally will be in trouble. See, ladies, come, get out. We need this man. They don't need his money. They will give him money. But he cannot because of you. There is a level of pleasure he cannot dare into. Just because of you. I see him wake up 4:30. I say, what is this man looking for? 4:30. That's when sleep is the sweetest. That's when you know you slept. Every day. When you are sleeping, your snoring just started. If you know what it is to be a shepherd, you will be a good sheep. So people that come to church with the determination, this pastor, I will deal with him. You are wicked. There are things that are already dealing with us. Don't hurt your own. Number 1, I want to begin to bet souls to this church. First key, if you want people to follow you to this church, let your lifestyle be exemplary. For the sake of your church, live an exemplary life. Nobody in Ruaka will follow you to your church if they know that your life is terrible. Tell them, follow me to Hillside. They will tell you, if that is the church you are going, I will never go there. You Kolokolo woman. You that will know you in this compound, in this apartment. You. I'm not going to church. So when you see members that are not producing, they are hypocrites. They are not who they say they are. They are something else in church and another thing at home. So their life is not worthy of followership. So I want people to come to my church. I want to reproduce myself in my church. Let your lifestyle be exemplary. Number 2, you want people to follow you to church. You want to rebet yourself in this church. Speak well about your pastor and your church. Be the newscaster of your church, the broadcaster. It's terrible how people can be a member of a church and they speak ill about the church. It's terrible. See, even in this Kenya, I have seen people tell me, Apostle, I preach in your church and you are looking for me to discuss your church with me. Crazy. You demarcate your church. Since I've been going to that church, I don't know what is happening. Only Jesus knows. Let the words of your mouth make people outside be curious to come to your church. This revival can be so filled if you behave like one woman. Who is the woman that told her son? I think she's the one. Is she the one that the son was telling us that my mother told me that the best? That's the woman. If all of you can behave like that. That's her son, eh? He was telling me yesterday. He said, I've heard about you. I'm coming to the church on Sunday. I want to come and listen to you. What you told him moved him. You don't tell people all the good thing that is happening in your church. They will never hear from your mouth. You know, somebody just died in our church. You're a wicked person. It's only when person died in your church you hear. They hear. You will never tell them God just promoted somebody in the church. All the good thing that can be a good advertisement from the church don't come out of your mouth. So who will follow you? People follow adverts. That is why company pay heavily for adverts. Be the advert for your church. And you'll be shocked how people start coming to the church. So number 1, what should you do? Be exemplary of a Christian. Your lifestyle. Number 2. Number 3. If you want people to come to your church, are you listening to me? Make prayer a priority. You know why? Because anybody you see come to your church, there is a devil that blocks them. Some people don't know why they don't come to church. It's not ordinary. I was telling Bishop, our dear father that went to be with the Lord, I don't know where he went to, but I left. Are you listening to me? I said, imagine he's one of us in this church. Under one revival, that yoke will be broken. Because that is the yoke of depression. What will make a man take his life? It's not ordinary, it's demonic. Pray. I pray my late dad to the kingdom. Take prayer serious. My wife must be born again. My husband must be born again. My children. One day you will be shocked. On Saturday, that same neighbor that is terrible will tell you, I want to follow you to your church. Because you have prayed the devil out of their life. But the prince of the air, Ephesians chapter 2, the Bible talks. The prince of the air has blinded their eyes. Bishop, genuine churches, you know why sometimes they don't have member? Because Satan don't allow people go to genuine churches. You don't believe me? You see that church where the pastor has 3 wives. He will full like this, like sardine. And the pastor has 3 wives. You see that church where the pastor is using young lady virtues. Any virgin is the one to disvirgin them. He has a eyes for virgin. When a virgin walk in, his radar will tell him that's a virgin. You don't know what is happening. It's not in my mouth you will hear, but let me help you a little. See, that's why he's a virgin. I need him. He will slaughter her because he needs that as a sacrifice. Go to that church. Go to that church. The man will not preach. You can't hear life like this. He will just be shaking his leg. He will say, hey, Baba! Shaking leg. He will shake leg for 3 hours. You wonder what they are doing there. But you will see them coming. Tell them what are you going to say? No, don't. They are full like sardine. But when you go to a lively church where the people are careful and they fear God, the same people will look at things that don't matter and hold it against them. And my pastor said this. Go to where he will not. They are not only saying he's using your blood. They will be full there. It's not ordinary. The prince of this world has blinded them. If you want such people to come, if you want your church to grow, you must be prayerful. Because there are many power that doesn't allow people to enter a church like this. How many key have I given you? If not, these are prices you must pay to reproduce yourself in this church. These are prices. Remind me, number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. The easiest God of this world is money. Somebody say money. Sometime, if you want this church to grow, you have to use your money to be nice to people. This is the easiest. Bishop, if you want somebody, if they want people to follow them to church, be generous to unbelievers. You see all those destitute boys there. Buy them food this week. Buy them food next week. They will start liking you. When they like you, tell them follow me to church. They will follow you. But you walk, you look at them, you walk away like as if you are the devil disturbing you. Okay, I'm the devil. I will teach you a lesson. I have come to realize stingy people don't have followers. Even you don't like a stingy person. Just target somebody. You see, that's your neighbor that is going hungry. And you are helping, giving food. He will leave his church and come to your church. Somebody came to visit me today. And I was talking to the person. And the person said, Apostle, that church, I want to go. I said, what is wrong with your own church? He said, that woman helped me. He said, she did this for me the other time. She did this for me the other time. And I began to ask myself, nobody in my church member has ever helped me. But that woman bailed me out. I will go to the church he's going to. Go out of your way. Be generous. Be nice to people. When Tabitha was dying, all the people she has helped rally around her. You will have many people in this church because of you if you are a giver. They may not want the church because they want you, they will join. But you see members that are too stingy. Anywhere you see them, they are alone. Their life does not flow to other people. I'm telling you practical keys. Because after this message, by next month, you should be able to look and say, this 2 persons is in this church through me. That's what matters. So we'll not be making church growth look very mysterious. It's not mysterious. Genuine churches that are growing is by this principle. Winner Chapel is, their members is crazy. Every Winner Chapel member, if you get too close to them, they want to take you to their church. They want to take you to their church. It's only we that our church has not exploded that we don't care. The passion in them is telling you, follow me to my church. Follow me to my church. But we even leave our Sunday and visit every churches. 3 Sundays you are not in church. You are visiting all the church in Ruaka. General practitioner. General member of Kenya's churches. Every pastor is claiming you. You have visited 12 churches in Ruaka. So you are confused. But all these churches that they grow, their member will never. You get too close to them, they are telling you, come to my church. And they may convince you with their generosity. I want Bishop to be able to say, after this message, for the past 3 weeks, I see my people bringing members. That is the only way I will know you heard me. Not by what you are writing. That thing you are jotting does not prove that you have heard me. It's when you start doing what I said. You will never see shame. This church will increase. You will give birth. You will not be barren. In Jesus' name. God bless you. We'll do it some other time.
That was to the point. And I believe you're going to bring someone. Hallelujah. Whatever it will take.